Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat. Welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. It's good to be back with y'all today, and I hope y'all are having a good day. Good to see you, Bad Rocks. Good to see you, Brayhard. Good to see you, Step Zero. Hope everyone's doing well. And Bad Roxy, blocks. You have claimed the crown of Fursendom this day. Square crown. And apparently you've decided to be Johnny Knoxville impersonating Jason Momoa. I imagine after that sentence that it was, running screaming at a pile of creepers, so you know Hey, anonymous gifter giving Bad Roxy a tier 1 sub. Thanks so much, anonymous. There you go. You get a special prize for your first today, apparently. I cannot guarantee that any other first will ever get someone a gifted sub. I say this for legal reasons. Anyway, we're going to be diving into some more Minecraft, so let's go ahead and let's get on into it. I'm also trying something a little different with how I manage the audio, so that hopefully the sound effects remain the same, so I can do things like this.
Ah, the French.
Anyway, I got a lot of copper. Call me Aya Nasir because I got all this copper. I got some more quartz, about a stack and a half. I made more white concrete. And I fixed the window. So this side, we decided to make the normative one. And this one, the windows were like to the right. So I moved that all over by 2 blocks. And I'm wondering if this corner block, I should make striped quartz in the end, but we'll see how it feels. So the first thing I want to do today is just finish the facade, honestly. We're so close. And it would be really nice to finally just have that be done. And then with all the copper we have, keep working on the domes. So that is, that's the current plan. Because once all this copper is done, I have all of this. I was able to make about 70 blocks worth earlier as well. So, what we need, we're gonna need more of that. I think we can turn this all into striped because we're basically done with needing regular quartz, I think, for the most part. I want a stack of those. I'm recovering from oral surgery, so you can watch and play. Hopefully today you can finish laying out the base and start the Abbey proper. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw you were online. Well, help yourself to any of the resources at the home base. Underneath the door to darkness. Get the rest you need to. Hope the healing and recovery continues well. Ow! Not my most graceful climb. Place stairs like that, and then bone block. Forget. How easily we forget. I think I'm going to finish sort of this top way first. The summary of it yesterday. Yeah, so I have to... this might happen, but it basically never does. We should be out fairly quickly. Oops! You okay down there? Oh no! Oh. Things you never want to hear from a surgeon of any kind. Oofda, I am sorry, that's rough. This is satisfying. Yes, please. Hey, Yenza. Now, Step Zero, I need you to go to bed. Not necessarily IRL, but we both have to be asleep. I also went from a student surgeon to attending to, hey, prof, can you help with this? Oof. Permanent numbness. I mean, yeah, I guess that would happen if a nerve got hit weird, but... We might accidentally breach your sinuses. That sounds like it went from we might to we did. Oh, they did. Oh, I'm sorry. That... Oh... So, oh, another thought I was having is I might hang chandeliers from these, kind of to match the chandelier of the other dome. My ankles. I'm trying to think when I started work on this opera house. I want to say it was this year. Earlier this year. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So that's... and it's one of those things, I've talked about it on stream before, but the construction of the underground lake, the aqueduct, the reservoir, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, that really throws off my sense of scale and time because it's not really visible. But if this has been since the start of the year, you know, and not streaming every week necessarily, but most of them, that puts me at what? So about halfway through the year. So that puts me at about 50 hours. But look at that. The front facade is finished. Hey, Dino Smash. Oh, I also made more bricks. I made more bricks for the back wall. Hey, that have... What would you put on your show if you built an IRL opera house? I guess it depends on what I want to show off with the opera house. If I want to show off sets, Aida. If I want to show off... overall, you know, Gesamtkunstwerk, Turandot. If I want to start with something lighter, probably Barber of Seville. You know, I don't think I'd start with something quite as replete as the Ring Cycle. I think that'd be too much for an opener. Hearing cycle would be an excellent stress test. Yeah. I guess that's the best way to look at it. Man, I haven't overclocked my Opera House enough to make it run the ring cycle optimally. Okay, I should have enough concrete to at least finish around the base of this, of the dome. And now it's time to be sleeping. Don't mind me just making a giant cube in the end. Figure finish this section off, because then I'm done with the windows. So once the exterior is fully built, which it's getting pretty darn close to, we're gonna be off by 1 on the stairs here. It's obnoxious. Then comes some work on doing interior detailing. Because, like, I don't want just plain white walls, so I want to put up some artwork, but also put in some differently shaped blocks sort of set into the wall to create some texture and difference. It's the second time I've viewed myself into the ocean. Well, it's a good thing that you have the ocean to yeet yourself into instead of the ground. That said, I recommend not eating yourself into the ocean anymore. I like how the corner turned out here with the notches. That looks really cool from this angle. But I am thinking about potentially turning this all into striped quartz along the side, but... don't gotta figure that out right now. I guess that's one section where I'll still need regular quartz. But that's just 3 blocks. The zombie piglin wandered out of the nether portal. Oh, good. Well, it's a good thing that the that your nether portal is kind of out there on that island. So I want those. Let's... grab all of that. So we can grab all of this copper and turn it into like 3 blocks. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Now, I actually don't want to... yeah, I guess we can finally seal this in. I was like, I don't want to because it's really convenient to get in and out of, but... okay, I want to finish this pillar really quickly. Boom. Matching pillars. So I believe for this section... Okay, so it's like a 5x5 diamond with a gap in the middle. Got it. Five. One. And of course, I forgot to grab the mesh that goes up top, but oh well. I can grab that real quick because I'm going to want those. Or actually just, I want one. That's all I need. Ow! Ow! Boom. Second dome done. And that is the back wall finished. Time to sleep. Ow, time to hit a tree with my head. My most vicious enemy, a tree branch. You know, I'm very glad I didn't make bricks the material for the aqueduct underneath. Because I'm now realizing that would look really cool, having all that in brick. Also be a huge pain. Although one could also say this is a huge pain. Got it? Because it's glass. So I believe the pattern here is on this upper level, that inner one and that inner one, making them the squares instead of the X's. Hope no one has vertigo or fear of heights right now. Because if you do, maybe just don't watch. Put it on the second monitor. Now, who am I kidding? I'm already on the second monitor. I don't say that as a negative. I put Twitch on the second monitor for myself when I'm not streaming. Where am I going? Let's use this one exposed chisel block real quickly. Just 'cause it's there. I can make it out of that. Whoop! I can make it out of it. Can I land safely afterward? I must say that in terms of hours, Minecraft has had an amazing return on investment. Yeah, you know, I think I paid, I think it was between $15 and $20. It was like some odd amount, but that's because it was converted from like Swedish kroner. And yeah, I mean, I can say for myself as well, you know, just hour per dollar spent. It's a good ratio. How much does Minecraft cost these days, by the way? Like, a brand new license from Microsoft.com. Bet they got a pretty good ROI on Minecraft. Depends which version you buy, but apparently between $20 and $35. Wow. I'm kind of impressed that the price never really went, you know, super high. It's not like it became a $60. Because sometimes early access games be like that, and they're allowed to. You know, you spend $20 in an early access game, and it's full release, it's full price. A few games that will never come to Steam. It stands on its own. Why shackle it to a storefront? Well, I mean, except for the Microsoft storefront. Little fly in my office. Look at these happy green blocks. Look at them. Be more like them, everyone else. Hey, Beer Fox, thank you for 7-month resub. Only 4 months till Doxicon. I know, I'm excited. There will be exciting news about Doxicon in the next Doxicast that gets released as well. Ow. Be more like oxidation. What's Doxicon? Oh, Brayherd. If you haven't figured out by now, I've got some bad news. No, Doxicon's this really cool conference / convention hosted by Brayherd's church, actually. I don't think that's doxing you since you've mentioned it repeatedly before, but it's a really cool conference / convention about the intersection of faith and speculative fiction, particularly science fiction and fantasy works. I haven't died in a really long time in Minecraft. I thought I'd have enough health for a fall, given all my armor and everything, but apparently not. Oh no, I just lost so many levels. I had 79 levels. Oh well, I wasn't using them for anything anyway. My game is running ahead of the stream. I saw the notification game. Look up fast enough so you fall here. All right, let's make sure we have everything. Okay. Yeah, I think I have everything. Except my levels. I went from 79 levels to 7. Need an Enderman Ender or an infestation. Yeah, I want to make an Ender, but then I remember what goes into making an Ender and just the amount of time and effort. I'm just like, I mean, to be honest, most of those levels were gained from mining and smelting. Good. Now we have to figure out how we want to put in a layer of this. I have the outline of the Abbey main building down. Hey, I'll go check it out in a moment. Meanwhile, Rota, hey, happy Memorial Day of Barnabas, Apostle. Now, there's a lot of wonderful weirdness going on with this because all the other apostles get feasts. He gets memorial. What's going on? Well, he's not one of the 12, but neither is St. Paul technically. So what's going on? He is mentioned in Acts and he is given the title of apostle, but it feels like it's more in the honorific sense. Not even in honorific, because he is an apostle. Like, he goes out and he works, but he doesn't... It's kind of like the difference between capital A apostle and lowercase a apostle. And the church does use lowercase a apostle, even though it's capitalized because it's a title. But anyway, you know, you have like Philip Neri, apostle of Rome. You have various apostles. So Barnabas, a scriptural apostle, who also kind of not falls behind, but is like less central than the 12, and that's okay. Knowing you're Texan and seeing you talk about armadillos, I thought you were talking about real life. Did I remove 4? Or are there only 3? Maybe I caught one already? I guess that must be it. All the other fossils instead of apostles. I mean, after 2,000 years, maybe their relics have fossilized a little. Gives them that extra staying power. Okay, we're not going to have quite enough to finish off the dome, but it's pretty close. We certainly have enough of these blocks, the cut copper, to finish it. I just need more of the chiseled. Enunciate? That's my favorite mumble rapper. Just can go in there. Quartz bone. Although we are done with bone, so that's basically all that bone is fodder for white concrete to make the dye. I heard you, Enderman. Show thine self, thou churlish knave. Ooh. Some of these are starting to verdigris. That's nice. Let's go take a look at the dome from the inside of the Opera House, see how it's looking. Nice. Looking like a dome. All right, let's go check out Step Zero's monastery layout. So Step Zero opted to build this platform in the sky. I like the palette. Thank you for the gift to call me Malcolm. You're welcome. That band is a bop. I love You, Me, and Me, Myself, and Something Else, and but I especially love what's it called? Echoes and Ghosts. I love putting Echoes and Ghosts on loop because it's designed to do that, and it loops so perfectly. Hashtag sorry, not sorry for geeking out about music. Okay. Got a big L. Oh, you're building Redwall. I could see this, especially, like, I guess if this is like a great hall or a chapel, it would not be unheard of to have basically kind of basilica hallway and a little nave off to the side. Got the scriptorium with 70 pages of Genesis. That's awesome. What is hanging in the sky? Rocks. Sometimes when Minecraft generates a world, it just generates rocks that float. You can have a whole mountain that's floating, depending on what forms. Because blocks in Minecraft don't have physics except for specific ones. Like sand, gravel, and a few heavy things like anvils all have gravity, but, you know. If I had a block, I could show you. I could build two things and take a lower one, and it would just float. But okay. I like it. It's coming together. Really, once we finish these windows sections here and the roof, the outer portion of the whole front would be done. Like, we are very close. I think we might actually be able to finish the exterior next week. There you are. No. Come get me. Oh, what's that? You can't reach me? Your long arms can't get in here? Oh, that's too bad. Oh. Oh, darn. So sad. Nerd. Endermen are nerds. You heard it here first. Okay, let's go make some chandeliers. Now, I don't want it to be identical to the other chandelier, but I do want it to feel in a similar style. So it's going to have the same basic palette. Did you shorten the chain on the other chandelier off camera? Nope, I decided not to in the end. I decided in the end I actually liked where it is. So this, what I want is that one at the center. So we want so 1-2 chain on the end, one on the inner. See how that compares. I don't think that's quite right. No, it's okay. That's how I did the layering effect on this one. It's not just out, but I don't know. I don't know if I just like that actually. Like, it's still in the same evocative style, like the different levels and the chains. I might leave that as it is. Now, I do have to make an exact copy on the other side. Because if those two are off balance, that just won't look right. probably actually gonna need more chains. I'm gonna make... Before I get up there and start doing all this, I'm gonna go make some more chains. $31 should be enough. We'll jump to creative mode here, not to build anything, but just to... Okay, so this is at the same height as the base. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 pieces of chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go to this should be, yes, it's at the same height as all of those blocks. That's perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Hey, Britt. No, there wasn't one there, because... Was there? Yes, there was. Okay. And then it was 2 chains on the end, 1 chain in the mid. That is not how chains behave. All these. Now let's compare. Let's make sure they're the same. Okay, looks the same. So I should be able to, at that height. Okay, it looks like I made them the same. Except I made that one arm too long. I'm doing well today. Locked in on the Minecraft here. Oh no, I was still in creative mode by accident. Oops. So that goes away. That goes there. That goes there. There we go. That's symmetrical. I'm gonna test something in creative just because I don't want to climb up and down. Nope. Yep, no, I like it the way it was. What about... Like, I feel like it needs just a little more texture. But I don't like it. Sometimes it's best to not overthink it and just let it be. Those all in there. That can go in there, because why not? I think I have more lanterns somewhere else anyway. Or, nope, I've used up all those lanterns. Never mind. That's okay. That's what they're there for. This week is Vocation Director's last full week in the office. We're having a goodbye, but congrats party after work today. Oh, those are, yeah, it's always bittersweet to say goodbye to someone in an office setting, but, you know, especially in church life, you know, he's going on to be a pastor somewhere else, so, you know, good things are still happening. So it's entirely valid to be sad of saying, oh, I won't get to see this person anymore, but it's also valid to say I'm happy for them and excited for this new opportunity and new stage of their life. Turns out we can hold complex and contradictory emotions in ourselves because we're wonderfully made that way. Yeah, exactly, yep. Well, I hope it's a good party. Rotda, hey, happy feast of St. Barnabas. Barnaby. Apostle. Sort of. Ish. Yes. Well, he is an apostle. He has the title of apostle, but he's not one of the 12. And he doesn't get remembered to the same level as his coworker, Paul. But he does get the title. So he's kind of this weird class of his own in many ways. So an example of that is today is a memorial, not a feast. All the other apostles have feasts. With Peter and Paul's a feast. Although it is a solemnity in many places because of patronal reasons. I thought he was a fossil. Well, you know, after 2,000 years, many apostles might become fossils as well. They can be both. But yeah, kind of a curious figure. Okay, we need to find some more copper. But this is Orange's copper. You can't take it away from Orange's domain. We're going bowling! There are jokes here to be made about, is that a celebration or is that a punishment? And it all comes down to how you feel about bowling. You fared better than Saul. I mean, Barnabas still got martyred, so... Which is a good thing, ultimately, but... In undergrad, being the philosophy nerds that we were, the philosophy club would host this event called Bowling for Truth. And it was a lot of fun because our professors would come with us. Of course, there were only 6 professors in the department, so it wasn't hard. But what it was is that the dean of philosophy, Dr. Huneman, great guy, would draw a question out of the hat, and they were always yes/no questions. And one team would be yes, and one team would be no. And whichever team got the winning or got the highest score overall, that was the definitive answer. Thus spake the Oracle of the Lanes. And of course, the whole time we're arguing and debating it. So it's things like one was like, can art be made accidentally? Is it ethical to consume animals? And what was fun is how they started to interact, because he kept track of them on the website, and like some of them were inherently contradictory in the end, which got us, of course, debating more. Is that Saul who became Paul? They're still calling him Saul? It could be. Hey, Bree! Minkwaft. Minkwaft. Indeed. Burkadoo. Priest says, forgive us our sins and lead us to everlasting life. The penitential right. Are we supposed to make the sign of the cross there? It's about 50-50. The germ technically says no. The germ does not specify that you should. Which is a very different thing, because it's not saying don't do this. It's just, it stays sort of silent on the issue. I've heard arguments for and against. Ultimately, you know what? If it's a gesture of prayer that's helping you grow closer and participate in the Mass, great. It's certainly not hurting anything or anyone. Yeah, I think some priests and theologians might say, I've heard said to the effect of like, oh, well, you've already signed yourself with the cross at the beginning of Mass. Why do it again? It's like, well, have you ever been to a Byzantine service? You know how many times they sign themselves with the cross. Oh, hello, Creeper. No. We're just gonna... Before that gets any worse, brought that up at Daily Mass when one's local, been around a long time, the other's visiting for a European country. They were both confused and go, why do you guys do that? It's not part of the Mass. A lot of times. That's an exact number. Yeah. Yeah, a scientifically calculated number. A lot. It's just calculated by a civilization that you got to learn complex counting. Whoosh. Okay, we'll let all that smelt for a bit. Okay, I like how this is turning out. I don't know. Should I chop down this acacia tree to give a more clear view, or... I like how you can see the dome through the two windows. It's a cool effect. We bow at the name of Jesus, Trinity, and Mary, so I assume the reason we don't bow at as others such as Joseph because he isn't sinless like those, but we also bow at the name of saints whose feast it is just also in the germ. Why then do we not bow at the name of Joseph? He's pretty important. He is important, but actually, fun fact, the name of Joseph wasn't even introduced into the Roman canon until the late 19th, early 20th century. You know, and yes, he's important, but he does not have... There's like the 4 levels of adoration. I forget all the technical terms, but it's like doula, hyperdoula. Jesus is the very top, and God, the Trinity. And then it's Mary, and then it's Joseph, and then it's all the other saints. So it's kind of this rank upward, and on your feast day, you get bumped up a rank. That's the way I see it. We are building an opera house. Justice for Joseph. He's doing just fine. Anyway, we're building an opera house. So it's decorated with these domes on the top. Didn't I make one for that? Show up at a different parish, I can expect to find people crossing themselves at parts that I'm not accustomed to, not crossing themselves at parts that I expect, and the priest saying the anaphora just slightly differently enough that I noticed the difference. The biggest notice was my auxiliary bishop. Yeah, there is some slight variation in the Divine Liturgy John Chrysostom across everything. Witty build. Aw, thank you. I'm pretty proud of how it's been turning out. I want to put this one quartz stairpiece in because it's the last one. It's the last quartz stairpiece I need for the outside. I still need more for the interior as well, but... because I need to build this staircase side. His name is mentioned at least a couple times every Mass. I can only think of in the Eucharistic prayer. But If I were to make it a Minecraft goal to have double chest of every single material type, I would that would be possible, or would I go insane? Ooh. Yeah, every single item. Full double chest of every single material. It's... I think it would be possible. It would take you a long time, and there are certain materials like, let me find it here. I have more of these. Or is that where I just put them? No, that's where I just put them. Netherite scrap, like that would take you forever and be a pain. I mean, yeah, with the Josephine Mass, the only thing I can think of it, unless it's like his feast day, is the Eucharistic prayer. And, you know, I'm not the one who decided, but, you know, he's below the line on the rankings of who gets a bow and who doesn't. I can't say, you know, it's not my place to say that that's wrong. It's just my job to say what it is. Like all the flowers that just do dye colors. Yeah, I think there's some. I think your idea of digging down to bedrock for the entire world would be impossible too, but that's just because the world is infinite. New stream series, let's go! Sure. Not my series, but you can do it. I support you. Copper. Those bricks away for now. Sorry if I'm up all over the place. I just remembered I had late coffee today. It's all good. Well, it's good to have devotion. Don't get me wrong. But I also think Joseph is probably doing just fine considering he's in heaven. Let's all tweet Justice or Joseph and make it trend. It's good to have hobbies. Late coffee. What's Twitter? A wretched hive of scum and villainy. How do you like them domes? I hope you like them domes because they're completed. The smaller one on the right is throwing me off because it's hardly verdigreed. So, like, this looks very different than that. Even though they are... Oh, they're not identical block-wise. How is this... Oh, no. Oh, no. I have made some sort of mistake. How did I make that mistake? Oh, no. The one on the right's wider. Oh, I have done goofed. Time to scrap the entire thing. Yep, I'm just gonna plant a bunch of TNT around it. Start over. That means that I'm gonna have to move this because I have to move all of this over by 1 in order to bring it into compliance. Oh, the whole thing's screwed up. I see where I screwed up here. Look, I did 1 2 1 2, and over here I did 1 2 1 1 2. This is kind of a talking point towards operas for years later. No! Time to shut down the server. No! I will fix this, but not right now. I can't right now. No wonder the chandelier looks weirdly disproportionate. It's because it is. Shut it down. Fake Minecrafter here. Fake Minecrafter. No more. Hope y'all liked Midweek Minecraft. It's done. It's over. You know who I blame?
Ah, the French.
That's... Okay, this is... It's not a bug, it's a feature. No, it'll drive me. Hey, see you, Bedroxy. Excuse me. Hello, excuse me. Sir. Sir, we share the stream. Sir. Sir. Excuse me, sir. It's not even Lent. VTuber debut. Well, actually, if I need to, and I have had to do this sometimes, because there was one time when my camera just decided to freeze. So, Fashion of the Paris Opera House, which is based on Paris. So double French burn, yeah. Take that, Phantom. You still don't know the difference between a Metropolitan Opera House and an Archbishop Opera House? Well, I'm probably not the person to help you because I'm neither. Purple Peep is there. But why is he in a chasuble? No diamonds, just needs the stole. Look, he's doing his best, I guess. You have more copper. Yeah, I guess by reducing the size of this dome by 1, I get more copper, but... Wait. Okay, yeah. No, that one needs to go. Okay, this can stay. Because that's the same. You ever tilted at windmills? We'll check out tilting at domes. Honestly, Tilting at Domes would be a pretty good band name. Okay. So over by 2. Then what is it, 5? Yes, it's 5. Of course, I'm going to have precarious holes this entire time. Did that entirely backwards. Is this Father Evan? No, this is Patrick. How you doing? Good to see you, Sean. Sean, right? This Catholic is Sean? Yeah, Sean. I have a book of yours around here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Compendium of Sacramentals. Middle name Miggity. Oh, book? Yeah, didn't you write that? Or is that someone else? I was on my first episode of Goth. I was on with someone who wrote that book. Miggity. That makes me think of the band, the Miggities. Top-notch band. Yeah, we were on the same episode. That was fun. Who won? I came in like dead last that time. I was still learning the game in the audience. Also good to see a Cal Mage. Oh no, I came in dead last. I came in dead last on my debut. Cuz I was making jokes with who else there was someone else on that episode. And I was like barely ahead of them going to the last round. And I made a joke about how he made a joke about how, you know, we're in last place together. And I said, no, you're in last place. And I got my comeuppance. I did one too many on that side. The dome is molto brunellici. I'm going to take that as a compliment because I don't know what brunellici means or how to say it. I mean, none of these domes hold a candle to the dome of the basilica over there. Designer of the Duomo. Oh, okay. I will gladly take that as a compliment then. I have not seen the Duomo in person. I should like to at some point. My most recent trip to Italy, I was basically... Oh, I was only in Rome. And Sardinia. You used to live across... I didn't know you lived in Florence. That's so cool. Was that part of the military? No, as a kid. Oh, okay. I didn't know you lived in Italy as a kid. That's awesome. I know you have a lot of Italian heritage. I didn't realize it was that Italian. Hey, Alessia. Good to see ya. Great view to wake up every morning, but I was a kid who cared more about Game Boy. I mean, have you played a Game Boy? Pretty cool. It's got Pokemon. Yeah, Italy is just very pretty. Just like all the art and architecture for sure, but just the landscape is gorgeous. Italy is on the bucket list. It should be on everyone's bucket list. There's a woman here at this parish who's always like, oh, I want to go to Italy, and I'm always saying, well, go ahead. It's there. And she has the time and the means, so it's not like, go ahead. Hey, good to see you, Sean. You take care. Thank you for the follow. Okay, next up is Back to the Chiseled. Italy's movie, It's Going to the Moon. No, it's not. You can't smoke on the moon. Oh, do I play Zelda? I love the Zelda. I have played every Zelda game except for Spirit Tracks, Four Swords, and Triforce Heroes. Actually, on Thursdays, I'm currently playing Link's Awakening. In my free time, I'm playing Majora's Mask right now. And I'm on a... I was interviewed for a podcast called the Doxacast Remix, where I talked all about Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild, and was recently on that show again, talking about Tears of the Kingdom. Hey, there we go. It's a fun show. I like being on it. Which is my favorite? Oh, that's always a tough one. Yeah. Why make me choose between all my beloved children? For top-down 2D, I mean, I love Link's Awakening because it's like one of the first ones I ever played. So like, there's a soft spot in my heart for it. But I also love, Link to the Past is so good and continues to be so good. In terms of 3D, I do love Majora's Mask a lot. I think I love Breath of the Wild the most out of the 3Ds, or Wind Waker. Oh, it's... Ooh, and then I remember that Wind Waker exists. Hey, you take care, Britt. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Zeldor is fun. I like a good Zeldor. I don't want to fix this. I have to, but I don't want to right now. We only have 10 minutes left. I do not have time to fix that right now. I might fix that off screen or off stream. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I love... There's so many good Zelda games. There's a few that are also, like, more middling. Like, I do think Phantom Hourglass is just kind of mid. I think it's a noble attempt at something on a new platform, but... Bit of a swing and a miss. I don't have anything against Triforce Heroes or Four Swords. I've just never had a sufficient number of proximate friends to do the multiplayer stuff. So I've just never bothered. Look, guys, either buy a ticket or move along. I should make a box office. That's something we don't have, and I don't want to put it in the lobby. I'm thinking, like, what if it was like a separate little building off to the side? Hey, Zerg. It's going well. Just putting some landscaping touches on. So this hillside looks a little more natural. Rather than a step pyramid, as it currently is. Because I had to build the entire platform to house the Opera House. Of all the games you've ever played, which would you say is your favorite? It is a tie between Kingdom Hearts and Donkey Kong Country 2. But yeah, we made a lot of good finishing touches today. Like, we managed to complete the entire facade. We completed the domes. Tore down a dome and rebuilt it. The roof is almost finished. Like, we're getting very close to finishing this build. I just need to... I need a lot of white concrete at this point, and that's just like, ugh. Hey, get some gratuitous educational content. My wife's very mad. Family are extremely against me looking to the deactivate. What do? I don't know if there's anything you can do, honestly. I'm sorry you're in that position, but sometimes just like dealing with that kind of a crowd, you know, you can't necessarily reason with them. They may not view things the same way, so it's like, well. And the windows are off. Why are the windows off? Because if you look here, in between, there's a gap of 2. But if I come over to this side, there is no gap. They're just, all the windows are scrunched up together. So what windows did I screw up on? Oh, okay, I see where I screwed up. Because you see these windows here, the windows are supposed to be lined up with them. It's like, this one's fine, but then it's this one, and this one, and this one, and even this one that are off. So I need to kind of... Well, I think they're against the idea of married clergy of any kind. Yeah, that's... I wish I had some silver bullet, just be like, oh yeah, just tell them this and everything would be fine, but unfortunately I don't. What I can offer you is to commiserate with you and say, you know, they are being unreasonable, and you don't need to have their permission or their blessing. You are an adult, you are a disciple of your own. You are absolutely allowed to discern that vocation and live it out because it's part of the church. And if they don't like it, sorry, that's on them. I think it's because it comes down to there's an ecclesiology around certain viewpoints of the priesthood, and the church has wrestled with this over history. And when you put priesthood as like the end of orders and like the highest of orders, it becomes very central. Well, within our modern ecclesiology, which is actually rooted in the ancient ecclesiology, we have a sense of the diaconate, the presbyterate, the priests, and the bishops. And the bishop is the highest one. And, but it's not an end to itself in the same way that some ecclesiologies hold priesthood. So I think that's part of it. And that gets played out in different ways, and it has different ramifications of how we view things. If we understand bishops as part of the sacrament of orders, well, then the fact that they are ordained to the episcopate and that they have this role as bishop is seen as having sacramental graces. If it's not part of the sacrament of orders, which the church does not teach, the church teaches that it is, but there are ecclesial views to say, well, is it? Even Thomas Aquinas argued that, well, I don't think that bishop is part of the sacrament of orders. I don't think he was right on that, and that's okay, because he doesn't claim to be absolutely right in everything eternally. So, and how that, and that impacts how you view church and how you view things. And it sounds like they're in that different ecclesial mindset. And I don't want to say the existence of married deacons is a threat, but it's an existential weirdness maybe to them. And again, that doesn't justify them being upset with you or saying you shouldn't do it. And again, you are an adult. You are allowed to pursue this. You are allowed to seek this vocation and discern it. And I'm happy you are. I'm super happy. And I know you're not the only one in the community who is. So I commiserate with you, and I don't have a simple answer, and I'm sorry, but not everyone's always going to be happy with everything we do in any walk of life. And so it's worthwhile remembering why we do things and say, hey, I'm doing this because of my love for Christ. I'm doing this because of my love for church, for his church. And in that, being able to, understand ourselves and say, yeah, not everyone's going to get it. And that's okay, So, diaconate was formed I'd say more like 34. Generally, 33 AD is held as the year of Jesus' death. But, and we see presbyter as a thing in Scripture as well. And the whole concept of the orders was not, Jesus did not give a clear declaration and say, all right, well, this is what these are. It's something that the Holy Spirit has guided the church as it evolves. And that doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean it's made up. It just is. It is what it is. And it's the ongoing presence of the Spirit to help us. And, where we are today in understanding what it means to be a priest, the fact that we have religious priests, that wasn't a thing in the early church. It's not that it's different, but that we are deeper because of the work of those who have gone before me. So that's, so, my heart goes out to you, and that's rough that your extended family is being that way, but also, that's on them and their decision in the end. You can't force that. Every parish should have more deacons. Amen to that. So, yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it for the day. I hope that helped a little there, CalMage. And feel free to message me off on Discord or something if you want to talk more. Just another contention with the in-laws. Yeah. And You know, you can't always make them happy, and you know, yes, you have to accept that they are your extended family now by marriage, but you didn't marry Neb to be their in-laws. You know, it's always good to keep sort of the flow of things in mind. Be like, yeah, no, I've married Neb because I love her and want to be in the vocation of marriage with her in seeking holiness, and see the reality of, oh, okay, the in-laws are kind of part of the package deal, but prayers for you, continued prayers for discernment, and for you as well, Beer Fox. I think it's super awesome to have folks not just discerning, but actively applying to the diaconate formation program from this community. That's awesome. God willing, when the day comes, get to be there and celebrate with you at the Mass. That would be awesome. But just keep it all in mind, and just always recenter in Christ, and I think that's just good advice in general in life. But be able to say, this is why I'm doing it, and this is good, and not everyone's going to be a fan, and that's okay. They don't need to be a fan. Just waiting to hear back. Hey, let's go. The application is intense. I can imagine. I mean, my application to the Hollis was deads. But it needs to be. You're undertaking a big decision. So, but yeah, so I think we're just gonna call it there for the day. What do I normally say at this point? Thanks so much for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. It's been good to be with y'all today. Been good to have these conversations. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you to everyone who's liked, followed, subscribed, given bits, all that good jazz. And yeah, let's see I'll figure out if I want to be a deacon sometime after I get married. Yeah, I think that's a good way. I think that's a perfectly valid way to approach it. All will happen in due time. Sometimes we wish it happened on our time, but it happens on God's time. So. But yeah, so again, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. I know I'm praying for y'all, both individually and collectively. And yeah, let's see whose live that we can raid into. Gonna send you on over to Yuha. He's playing that Claire Obscure game, which I think I will be playing on stream as soon as I finish up Birth by Sleep, because I really want to play it, and I think it looks interesting. Raid call will be Father Raid as usual, so go give Yuha some love. He's a good guy, friend of the channel, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and God bless.